Well, just like that, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people are bricked up, pause, with Avengers Doomsday teaser. We also gotta talk about The Boys Season 5 trailer. I finished like all the seasons for The Boys, and I gotta say, like, it's one of the greatest show ever made in the history of mankind. You don't have to like or subscribe. Shout out to the homie Emergency Awesome. Let's find out. Roll it. Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. It looks like Ryan Reynolds is doing more Avengers Doomsday teasing. Everybody seems to think that he just revealed he's going to be in Avengers Doomsday.
Yeah.
Late last night, as of me posting this video, he randomly posted another Avengers logo with an Anarchy logo above it, similar to the one, not the exact same, but similar to the one that we saw during Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yo!
We probably shouldn't have been surprised by this. It was only a matter of time before they started letting Ryan Reynolds make more Deadpool and Avengers Doomsday posts. Previously, they
definitely need him. I mean, yeah, the recent Wolverine and Deadpool movie that came out, it was considered to be one of the best, right, in recent history. And right now, Fantastic Four is, yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Probably gonna watch it in a week's time. But yeah, with Fantastic Four, people are saying it's good, but then we saw it flop on the box office. Like in the second week, they're saying 67% down, 89% down. Yeah, these are numbers that are being thrown around. Like it did like 500 million plus. I mean, it did amazing in that way, right? But they were anticipating it making like $1 billion at the box office, and so far it's not making that. So yeah, expectations are sky high, bruh.
And Wolverine weren't supposed to come back until Avengers Secret Wars, but then Deadpool and Wolverine earned over $1 billion, and Kevin Feige started being asked all these questions about when they were going to actually come back in future Marvel movies, and he basically said,
I mean, they crossed the 1 billion paths. You know they are gonna bring it, man. They are definitely gonna bring back them
as soon as possible, like as many places we could actually find to put them as quickly as possible.
The plans for Wolverine and Deadpool will always be where can we get them and how quickly and how much.
And pretty much everybody just took that to mean the next Avengers movies, both of them in different ways. Also to pay off the idea of why Thor was crying. Why was Thor crying?
Yeah.
There are a couple other things that happened when he was posting this Avengers logo.
He was crying at the state of Marvel right now, bro. That's what it is. But I do believe that eventually they're gonna make a comeback. Bro, they're due for a comeback. How many years has it been since Endgame? I don't even remember when Endgame came out. Let me Google.
Oh, last night too. I think a lot of people missed. This is really just the beginning. Personally, I feel like Ryan Reynolds' marketing for the Deadpool movies is actually on par with the best of the best Avengers movie marketing, like Infinity War, Endgame, even Captain America: Civil War. There are a couple of marketing campaigns.
Yo, you gotta be kidding me, man. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You gotta be kidding me. It's been more than 6 years? Holy shit. It's been more than... Nah, really? Okay, Infinity War, it gotta be 2017 then, right? Something like that. Let's find out. Or 2016. Okay, not 2018. Yeah, a year before. Okay. Where have the times gone, guys? That's when it was at the peak, right? Okay, now, I mean, they're overdue, man. They're due for a comeback.
Campaigns for the Marvel movies that have just been so much better than all the other movies. You always kind of wonder why they don't take inspiration from some of their best movie marketing campaigns. If Marvel really wants to be smart about it, they'd probably be better off just having Deadpool make jokes about the next Chair Watch video instead of
I mean, Marvel and smart and jokes. Guys, like, what are we talking, man? What are we talking? But nah, they gotta bring back the edgy jokes, man. Come on.
Doing a Chair Watch video. If you're brand new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to get all the videos. So if you didn't see this originally when it dropped late last night, just randomly in the middle of the night, Ryan Reynolds posted this with no caption. Usually he puts captions for his posts, even when he's making funny posts about previous Deadpool movies or future Marvel movies or teasing future Marvel movies. This is meant to be a similar but not the same Anarchy Avengers flag that we saw on Cassandra Nova's Ant-Man base. That one was blue. He also posted that to his Instagram before the movie came out to promote it. I think Kevin Feige also had an Avengers Anarchy hat that he wore too for a little while.
No.
When he first posted it, we hadn't actually seen it show up in the trailers yet, so people assumed that it had some bigger meaning, but in the actual movie, they didn't really do that much with it. Like, you just see the flag waving in the background at the Ant-Man base, and that's it. Like, they never really address it. This version of Wolverine apparently has met the Avengers on the world that he came from and really does not like them.
I wanted to be an Avenger. The Avengers. Yeah.
There are a couple background
Yeah,
Avengers Easter eggs, but they didn't get into too many literal Easter eggs other than say, like, why was Thor crying? Like, will Deadpool eventually join the Avengers? Like, all the jokes about him eventually joining an Avengers team.
And also, that begs the question too, right? Do you guys believe that eventually Marvel is gonna reboot? I mean, DC is rebooting. I went to watch the Superman movie yesterday by the time I'm filming this. Or before yesterday, it's 2:49. So yeah, so I watched Superman recently. And in the very beginning, I didn't like it because, you know what, I was actively comparing that to Man of Steel, and I love Man of Steel, bro. Man of Steel, one of the best movie ever made, one of the best Superman movie ever made, and in general, it's one of the best movie, at least in my opinion, right? You don't have to agree for sure, but I was actively comparing Man of Steel with that, and of course, like the new Superman movie and Man of Steel, two different movies. And Havoc, I saw you subscribe, and thank you for that, appreciate it. Were you guys like comparing? If you have seen Man of Steel, were you actually comparing when you were watching Superman? If so, put it in the comments. I feel I cannot be alone, right? So I didn't enjoy the very beginning of it, but then, you know what, it grew on me, and yeah, I liked it, but it's not like the best Superman movie. I enjoy F1 a lot. F1 easy 10 from my in my opinion. You know, objectively, I would give like 8 or 9. You know, that's amazing score for F1. F1, amazing, bro. Amazing. I guess with Superman, yeah, I mean, one of my homie that I was watching with, he also prefers Man of Steel, but he loved it regardless. He says that it's the new Superman movie is the depiction of how Superman should be, right? He's not like crazy powerful, right? So that was like one of the arguments he was making. He's powerful, he's crazy powerful, but not the way they portrayed Superman to be in Man of Steel. To me, that made sense, even though I'm not a comic reader, but yeah. So I want to know your thoughts on it. But all in all, Superman, the new one, was alright. It was alright. I liked it, but you know, Man of Steel, if I didn't see Man of Steel, I feel like that the latest Superman would have been 10 for me, easy.
The beginning of the movie, and that was about it. But right around the same time he posted this Avengers Endgame teaser on his regular Instagram post, he also posted an Instagram story of himself wearing a red Hawaiian shirt similar to his shirt from Deadpool and Wolverine that he wore, which is also a John Candy reference, one of the many John Candy references in the movie, using the song Debussy's Claire de Lune. Right before he actually posted this Avengers picture, there was also talk about them doing another chair watch type of video to announce more big actors, characters from the MCU that will be in Avengers Doomsday, like Tom Holland's Spider-Man, possibly now Deadpool, and possibly Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. I don't know if they're going to do an actual chair watch video. I don't know if I can sit through another 6 to 12 hours of them just waiting for chairs to announce a couple actors that we already know are going to be in the movie. Like, you know that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is going to appear in the movie. We don't need another chair watch to tell us that. I think the real question was going to be, what are they actually going to...
I guess they cannot go wrong with Spider-Man, right? So Spider-Man is coming out next year. I'm really looking forward to the Into the Spider-Verse Part 3, right? That was supposed to come out like 2 years ago. Or it's gonna come out next year, but it was supposed to come out last year. So by the time it comes out, it would have been like, yeah, they have been delaying it for 2 years, right? Yeah, and then it was supposed to come out this year, but now we're hearing it's delayed for next year. So next year should be pretty good. And we're also getting Avengers Doomsday. So yeah, Doomsday got a hit though. If they fail with Doomsday, shit, man, then that would be a massive blow. I don't think they're gonna like blow up like I hope they blow up as in like the movie does well, but they're not gonna like that movie cannot flop, bro.
To do with Deadpool and Wolverine if they're going to add them to Doomsday when they weren't before. Like, what is going to change about their story during the movie? Are they just going to be a little small part of the film? Or are they just going to have a couple of jokes, cameo level, and then be bigger characters during Avengers Secret Wars? Because that seems like the bigger pull. Like, we really want to see Hugh Jackman as Wolverine on screen with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man in Secret Wars feels like the better place to do that. So they're going to make him a really big character in these next Avengers movies. It just makes more sense for that to be Secret Wars.
Yeah, okay, AI is definitely crazy, man. Like,
I'm actually thinking more about his character in general than about Deadpool, just because Deadpool is usually there for comedic relief. Like, he's there to punch stuff up. So even though it seems like he's a really important character in terms of box office at Marvel, technically in the overarching story, he isn't quite as big as some of the other stuff they're doing with the X-Men right now. Like, Avengers Secret Wars is meant to be kind of an X-Men Endgame kind of film. really giving those classic X-Men actors a big send-off, even though there's all the jokes about them doing this until they're 90.
Alan Cumming. Okay, pause. What? Man. Okay, I'm a 12-year-old, bro. Let's next.
Kevin Feige has already said that he's going to be rebooting the MCU after Secret Wars. They call it a reset of singular timelines, and a lot of that is going to...
Oh, he really... Okay, no, I missed that then. I missed that part. Yeah, no, I was saying, yeah, like we were talking about earlier. So DC is now rebooting. So they're restarting. I think, I don't know for how many times they're gonna restart, bruh. But okay, maybe this is one last time, okay? One more time, let's do it. But I guess Marvel gotta restart it too, and I hope like they don't F it up. So after Secret Wars, they are supposed to. So Secret Wars is gonna... does that mean Secret Wars is gonna wrap everything up for Marvel? Like the current story? Yeah, I don't even know where we are at the story. After like Avengers Endgame, I just lost count. Of course, I've seen like Spider-Man, I've seen Thor, Doctor Strange too. Spider-Man was good, but Thor... the latest one, right? Love and Thunder, yeah, get out of here. Doctor Strange too, bro. I'm a massive fan of Doctor Strange character and the first movie, but the second one, they done effed it up, bro. They done effed that up too. So, does that mean after Secret Wars, they're gonna just completely reboot? I mean, that may actually be a really good decision, or maybe a poor decision. I think it would be it's a good decision because they've done so many TV shows. It's all over the place, right? She-Hulk, bro, Miss Marvel, Captain, yeah, right? Like, and all the good characters that we grew up with, they're gone, so they're dead. They're gone, so or they're dead. Iron Man gone. Captain America gone. You know, I'm talking about the original Captain America. He gone. Right, Hulk. Now we got the Professor Hulk instead of like a real Hulk, right?
So, to manifest in the brand new X-Men reboot movie with a completely unknown or mostly unknown group of actors. So personally, Deadpool and Wolverine show up in Avengers Doomsday. I would be totally fine if it's just like a brief moment in the background, and then you save most of their story for Avengers Secret Wars. Like they're a couple of the people that survived the collapse of the multiverse into Secret Wars.
I don't know
why was Thor crying. You feel me? Who else knows this?
There are a lot of...
He went to the private school, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, jokes aside though, bro, but honestly, that one scene in the Eminem movie, bro, yeah, that people remember him from that. That's kind of wild, right? Like, yeah, you know, he had also other successes and other stuff, but yeah, people always say private school. I mean, hell, even I just saw it and I was like, private school. He went to the private school, so we're all kind of like, yeah.
Questions after the end of Deadpool and Wolverine 2 because they went back to Deadpool's original world, which they canonized as the original X-Men universe. So that's where all the Bryan Singer movies took place, where Days of Future Past, they combined it with the...
Hey, yo, homie, if somehow you're watching, yeah, forget about like the private school part, okay? You got this, Holmes. You got this, man.
First class timeline, so it's all the same Earth. But because of where they went back into the timeline, there are now two versions of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine on that planet, and now technically there are supposed to be two versions of X-23, because X-23 isn't born till like the distant future of that timeline, so now there's like a much older version of her that's there in the past. So technically you have four Wolverines, if you count X-23 as two different Wolverines on that planet. What they could do if the Russos are trying to simplify a lot of the way that all these characters start to interact is say that that X-Men universe is the same one that they're actually filming all those X-Men scenes with for Avengers Doomsday and all those...
I don't know if like Robert Downey Jr. with the new character gonna work well. I mean, no wonder, like, of course, not doubting his acting skills. He's a great, phenomenal actor for sure. But, you know, deep down, because we know him as Iron Man, right? You know what I'm saying? And especially like in Marvel, we know him as Iron Man. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man. And they killed Iron Man, man. These suckers killed Iron Man. And now they're bringing Robert back. I guess they need it, bro. Like, Marvel without Robert is just not cutting it, right? But that's the thing. People know him as Iron Man. So we'll find out, right? Because when we see him, people are gonna be like, Iron Man! That's Iron Man! Yo, that's Iron Imposter! Yeah, so let's find out, I guess.
Battle scenes at the X-Mansion. They can also simplify by saying that that's the same X-Men universe that Monica Rambeau got stuck in at the end of the Marvels movie with Kelsey Grammer's Beast.
I don't even know from where this is at, bro. Like, I lost count of Marvel, bro. I'm just coming back to it right now, man. Damn. What happened to bro out here?
and her mother, who plays a version of Binary in that universe and has both bangles, and also the Earth that Channing Tatum's Gambit got rescued to at the end of the movie.
Yeah, I remember that.
They can just say that his X-Men team is that X-Men team. Recently, Rebecca
21 Jump Street, like, love it, man. 22 Jump Street, yo, we need another one, man. We need another one.
Romaine, who's coming back as Mystique, she was in the first Chair Watch video, also said that the Russos had not finished the script when they were promoting stuff previously. So it sounds like the Russos also kind of making stuff up on the fly as they go. So hold all your theories very loosely and just expect them to simplify a lot of these storylines.
Yeah, let's get down to The Boys season 5. Yeah, I finished like all the seasons just recently, and The Boys, honestly, like one of the best shows ever made. I loved it. So now apparently we're supposed to get season 5 next year, and yeah, let's find out. Roll it.
Hey Jared, we got work to do again.
Okay, I'll tell Misha. Misha, we got work to do.
Okay. What are we doing?
So that's like the teaser for it? Okay.
Welcome back, everyone. It's Charlie. The Boys Season 5 and Gen V Season 2 released a whole bunch of footage recently, so this is going to be my big video for everything. Clearly, they are doing their big supernatural union.
I haven't seen Gen V yet.
Like, they're finally paying off all this for everything. Clearly, they are doing their big supernatural union, like they're finally paying off all the supernatural Easter eggs, because they've already almost had the entire main cast of Supernatural on The Boys in previous seasons, except for Jared Padalecki and Misha Collins. Now they're completing the grand trio of the actual main characters from Supernatural. Probably the crazier thing is that they'd still be making that Supernatural show if it weren't for the total collapse of the CW network and all of broadcast TV just in general. There was
I haven't seen Supernatural yet. If you ever, yeah, sorry guys, sorry man, I'm just only 24 hours a day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, only got 24 hours a day, so cannot be like doing everything, cannot be watching everything, you feel what I'm saying? But yeah, those of you that seen it, let me know, because people were saying there's one character missing from Supernatural and it's Diabolical. I read those comments, so yeah.
There's a bunch more footage of them in the Comic-Con trailer. There was more talk about the connections between The Boys Season 5 and what's going on during Gen V Season 2, like they did with Season 1 in The Boys Season 4. So there's just a lot going on. We'll break it all down. If you're brand new to the channel, I'll be doing episode videos for Gen V Season 2. That's going to be starting relatively soon. The Boys Season 5 episodes won't air till next year. And then after that will be The Boys spin-off series for Jensen, Ackles, Soldier Boy, and Stormfront. Jensen Ackles' show will be a completely different thing set during the 1950s after the creation of Vought. He was also talking about that at Comic-Con.
One more surprise for you. We are excited to announce the next unhinged chapter of the Boys universe called Vought Rising.
Ooh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. I know. I have no idea what I'm reading right now.
So that's supposed to be a prequel? If...
This is amazing. The producers are writing the scripts right now. It'll be a lurid pulp saga prequel set in New York City at the dawn of the 1950s about the humble yet diabolical beginnings of the Vought Corporation.
So I guess we're gonna get Starlight back, or not Starlight, I mean Stormfront. Oh, that chick, right, that was 70, 80 years old. I don't want to say the that word on YouTube, but I guess you know what, I believe she was called Stormfront. Yeah.
So excited about this and working with Jensen.
Doesn't mean they won't also have more supernatural actors showing up on that show, just because you can have them playing different characters in the past. But they haven't said a whole lot about whether or not Jared Padalecki's character in Season 5 will have superpowers, or he'll be a superhero, or Misha Collins' character will also be a superhero too. They might just be regular people, but they have filmed scenes where they are together on screen. So it does actually sound like they're paying off an actual reunion with those characters on screen, instead of saying that they're all guest starring on the series, but never actually seeing them together on screen. In the brand new Comic-Con footage they showed off, Homelander walks up some marble steps, then Karl Urban busts through the doors. You remember at the end of Season 4, he still had his sentient tumor powers that was played by Jeffrey Dean Morgan, who was their version of Monkey in-universe, but it was really just a memory of his in the sentient tumor acting on him because it had been juiced up by the compound V that he had taken. It didn't work on him, it worked on his tumor and gave the tumor powers. Also important, at the end of season 4, when Butcher is riding off like he'd escaped Homelander and all of his lackeys, he also had the anti-Compound V serum that he'd recreated during the events of that season.
Oh,
so
yeah.
the whole thing is the Compound V weapon is still a thing heading into season 5, but now they also have what they keep talking about, Project Odessa, some sort of formula that Vought was working on in the 1960s that we'll talk about, because that's the other big MacGuffin of Gen V season 2 in the other big crossover point. So they did that with season 1 and then The Boys season 4 with...
Guys, don't do the tic-tics, man. Don't do the tic-tics. Not good, not good.
The anti-Compound V formula. Now they're doing it with Project Odessa, but it sounds like it might be a reversal of what the anti-Compound V formula was supposed to do. There was more footage of Homelander addressing a crowd. Remember, he's trying to be God Emperor Homelander and basically is using the current president as his puppet. He was the one who was complicit with Homelander, planning on him taking over the government in the first place and then rounding everybody up and putting them in Tech Knight's public prisons. Part of the whole idea is that they're locking up everybody they either don't like or mostly just regular humans in general. Homelander wants to get rid of regular humans. It kind of sounds like that's the rhetoric that the new Dean of Godolkin during Gen V Season 2 is telling to all the superhero Compound V kids. Basically making it seem like Homelander is trying to create an army of superheroes to take over the planet and then round up all the regular non-Compound V superheroes and put them in the prisons.
Yeah.
There was another separate speech of Homelander talking about this being a safer, more God-fearing nation as his lady smiles and looks scared at him just because he's so fearsome, even when he's not trying to be. This is more the idea that Homelander is using
because he can laser at any moment.
Using a lot of the religious right to his benefit, which is also ripped from real-life headlines too.
Yeah.
But the whole idea is the way
I guess that's why like the show works well, right? Because it was not just edgy, but also take shots at real life stuff and take aspects of real life as well, or in general like the American politics, right, into account.
He talks about it becoming a God-fearing nation. He's talking about himself as a god. Like that's the joke, is that he thinks of himself as a god. All you Supernatural fans will also remember that they did Chuck during The Boys Season 4 as a complete degenerate, so they've already kind of done a version of God inside The Boys universe, but not in the way you...
Yeah, no, I'm actually excited for the next one. Okay, so gotta check out Gen V by the looks of it, but did you see this video though? Yeah, man, the stuff that is coming out about Marvel recently, yeah, if you have not seen this video, yeah, definitely check it out, and I'll see you right there.